Hello children, welcome to this class on integration. This is our second class in the series of methods of integration. In the first video we discussed integration by simple decomposition, where we practically had to do nothing. We had to break open the given expression, the integrand, and simplify and then integrate each term, and it was all based on direct integral formulas, right? Now in the next class today that we are having, in fact we are going to see integration by substitution. Integration by substitution. And children, integration by substitution is very interesting. In fact, we will change the variable. We will change the variable to suit our need. In a given case, we will be classifying, we will be discussing many types. We will learn how we can make a suitable substitution and transform the variable and make it what? More easily integrable expression. Okay. Let us see here. Type 1 is integration of the type ax plus b. Okay. Remember, we did integration of fx dx. Now we are going to do integration of f of ax plus b with respect to x. Or integrand is a function of ax plus b, linear expression of x. For example, let us understand this first. We know that integration of x to the power n is how much? X to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. But what will happen if instead of writing x, I write 3x plus 1 to the power 5 with respect to x, or integration of ax plus b to the power n with respect to x. Then how will you handle it? That is type 1, integration of f of ax plus b with respect to x, means we have integration of a linear expression of x. So how will you do it? Our substitution is, we will be putting ax plus b is equal to t. What will you be doing? We will be substituting ax plus b is equal to t. And children, if I put ax plus b is equal to t, this is our substitution, then what will you get? Differentiate both sides. So what do you get, children? A dx dx, b is a constant, the derivative is 0, is equal to dt dx. And from here, children, we get a dx is equal to dt. So how much is dx? 1 by a dt. Now this is a very important expression we got. Dx is equal to 1 by a dt, and we are going to transform. We are going to integrate integration of f of ax plus b with respect to x. Now let us transform it. How much is ax plus b? Ax plus b is equal to t. So it is integration of f of t, dx is 1 by a dt. So it becomes 1 by a into integration of ft with respect to t. So we arrive at a beautiful result. This result tells us that I will, in the formula, I will replace x with what? Ax plus b I will replace with what? T. And I will divide with the coefficient of, x. See now, in differentiation we are multiplying with the coefficient of x, in integration we are dividing the coefficient of x. So whenever you have integration of a function of a linear expression of x, not integration of fx, so what is your substitution, children? You have to put ax plus b is equal to t. Keep this in mind. When you are integrating a function of a linear expression of x, you are going to substitute for what? Ax plus b is equal to t. Now, in fact, in substitution, there is no hard and fast rule. This profiling, but like I am doing type 1, type 2, type 3. So, you can study one of the types and identify as to which type is the problem given relating to. For example, let us go back. I want to do integration of ax plus b to the power n with respect to x. So immediately you know that I have to substitute x plus b is equal to how much? T. Try to understand nicely. What I'm going to do, put ax plus b is equal to t, and then from here we are going to get a dx is equal to dt, because derivative b is how much of 0, or dx is equal to 1 by a dt. So dx is equal to 1 by a dt, and this is t. So I becomes, we are going to now substitute t. So ax plus b is equal to t, it becomes t to the power n into dx becomes 1 by a dt. 1 by a, if you take outside, it becomes integration of t to the power n with respect to t. And integration of t to the power n is how much here? X to the power n. X to the power n formula is what? X to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Yes? So what do we get? 1 by a, replace the value of t now. T is ax plus b to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. This is what you get now. T to the power n integration is to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. And put value of t, how much is t? Ax plus b, right? So finally, we get the result as integration of ax plus b to the power n is ax plus b to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. So this becomes our standard result. So now what is the shortcut method I can use? Now let's try to understand what is the shortcut method I can use. The shortcut method is that when I look at the formula of x to the power n, I get what? X to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, right? So if I compare these two, pay attention, if I compare these two, then here I have ax plus b to the power n. In place of x, what do I have? I have ax plus b. So in the answer, what I am doing? I am replacing x with what? Ax plus b. N plus 1 is at the power, we have it here also. Denominator is n plus 1, I have n plus 1, the only additional term is a. Only additional term is what? A. So what is the shortcut trick? If you are dealing with integration of a linear power of x, then what will you do? You replace x with what? Ax plus b. What will you do? Replace x with ax plus b and then divide by the coefficient of x. For example, let's see, if I ask you to integrate 3x plus 1 to the power 5 with respect to x, it is like x to the power 5. So what do we get? In place of x, we have 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1 to the power 5 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1. And you only have to remember it will be divided by what? 3. Clear? So what will be the answer? 3x plus 1 to the power 6 divided by 6, 3 is 18 plus c. Clear? Similarly, integration of sin x, we know is how much of children? Minus cos x plus c. Clear? But if I have integration of sin of ax plus b with respect to x, so in the answer I will be replacing x with what? Ax plus b, and then what else I will have to do? I have to divide by the coefficient of x. So this answer will be minus cos ax plus b divided by a plus c. Clear? So type 1 is integration of f of ax plus b, and you learn the technique that I have to replace in the answer x with what? Ax plus b, and I will divide by a, right? So let's see some standard results. Now children, so let's sum up our discussion. What is the integration of ax plus b? What is your substitution? Put ax plus b is equal to t. Clear? And then on the basis of this, there are many standard results that we will have to write. Let's see here. Integration of x to the power n is how much, children? X to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, right? But if I do integration of ax plus b to the power n, then what will be the answer? Ax plus b to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 into a. Clear? So you can see in a nutshell that in the result here I am replacing x with ax plus b, that's it. The only thing which I will have to do is I will divide by the coefficient of a. So in running problems you can directly use this shortcut method. Like integration of sin x is how much, children? Minus cos x plus c. Now if I am integrating sin of ax plus b with respect to x, what will I get? Minus cos ax plus b divided by a plus c. So if you compare these two results, I am just replacing x with what? Ax plus b, and I am dividing by the coefficient of a. For example here, suppose I am writing integration of sin of 2x plus 1 or 2x plus 7 with respect to x. So it will be minus negative cos of 2x plus 7 divided by 2 plus c. Clear? You just replace x with what? Ax plus b, and remember you have to divide by the coefficient of x. Okay? Similarly, suppose I am doing integration of cos x. So it is sin x plus c. So I will be doing integration of cos ax plus b with respect to x is equal to sin ax plus b by a plus c. Means every time you have to replace x by ax plus b and divide by the coefficient of x, that is a. Similarly, suppose I am taking exponential, integration of e to the power x is equal to e to the power x plus c. So integration of e to the power, we have ax plus b with respect to x will be e to the power ax plus b divided by a plus c. Okay, you can modify it accordingly. For example, if I am writing integration of e to the power 3x plus 1 with respect to x, will be integration of, will be 3x plus 1 divided by 3 plus c. Clear? So similarly, children, you can modify all the existing formulas. Suppose I say integration of 1 by x, how much is that? Log x plus c. But if I do integration of 1 of ax plus b with respect to x, will be log ax plus b divided by a plus c. So you can modify the existing formula accordingly to suit your need. So this was type 1 integration of f of ax plus b, and this is the substitution that you have to make. Right? Now we will be seeing type 2, how we will be doing it. Okay? Type 2 is integration of f dash x upon fx with respect to x. Now what is f dash x, children? F dash x is derivative of fx, right? So this is a very special type of situation in which numerator. Now children, here numerator is derivative of denominator, very important. Numerator is derivative of denominator. Okay? Then how will you working on this? For this we have a simple substitution. We will put fx is equal to t, meaning we are going to substitute for the denominator. I am going to substitute for denominator. So if I put fx is equal to t, children, then what do you get? Differentiate both sides. If I differentiate, then derivative of fx is equal to dt dx. So f dash x is equal to how much? dt dx. So integration of so f dash x dx is equal to how much? dt. Cross multiply. F dash x dx is equal to how much? dt. Now we are transforming. Now what is our integral? Now we are integrating f dash x upon fx with respect to x. Clear? Now pay attention. F dash x dx is how much? Look here. F dash x dx is equal to how much? dt. So we get how much? dt. And fx I have taken as what? T. So this becomes a very simple integral now. It becomes like what? 1 by x integration with respect to x, and we know it is equal to log x. You know na, integration of 1 by x with respect to x is equal to how much? Log x. So integration of 1 by t with respect to t is equal to how much? Log t. Log t. And how much is t? Log fx. Clear? So therefore here we evolved our formula that integration of f dash x upon fx with respect to x is equal to log fx plus c. This is type 2. So we have many standard examples of this, like integration of tan x, integration of cot x, integration of sec x, and integration of cosec x with respect to x. These are standard integrals which are based on this. We can easily do all of this. Integration of tan x is equal to minus log cos x plus c or log sec x plus c. Clear? Integration of cot x is log sin x plus c. Integration of sec x is log sec x plus tan x plus c or log tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2 plus c. Actually c I will not be writing every time, you need to write. An integration of cosec x is log cosec x minus cot x, which is log tan of x by 2 plus c. Clear? So these are some standard integrals which are based on this result f dash x upon fx. Okay? Now children, we will be seeing how we integrate these four standard integrals. Tan x, cot x, sec x and cosec x. Let us see these four integrals, children, how we get. In fact, the first one is integration of tan x. Let us see. Integration of tan x, and tan x you very well know is sin x upon cos x with respect to x. So this is actually f dash x upon fx, because derivative cos x is equal to minus sin x, right? So when I am doing this integral, I will be put cos x is equal to t. Put cos x is equal to t. And if you differentiate this, then ddx of cos x is equal to dt dx. And derivative cos x is how much, children? Minus sin x is equal to dt dx. And if you simplify it further, then sin x dx will be equal to minus dt. This is very crucial for you to understand that sin x dx is equal to how much? Minus dt. Now we come back to our problem. Integral, it denoted by I, is sin x over cos x dx, and sin x dx is how much, of children? Sin x dx is how much? Minus dt. So we get minus dt, and cos x is how much? T. Yes. So integration of 1 by t with respect to t is how much here? Log t. So minus log t. Okay. And how much is t, children? Minus log cos x plus c. We replace t with cos x. Clear? So we got here integration of tan x with respect to x is equal to minus log cos x plus c. This is the one formula I got. But the problem is, what to do with this minus log cos x? See here, in logarithm chapter you have done minus log cos x means log cos x to the power minus 1. Yes? And cos x to the power minus 1 means what? 1 by cos x. Log 1 by cos x. And 1 by cos is what? Sec na? Sec x. Okay? So this was an explanation that minus log cos x can be replaced with log sec x. So we get log sec x plus c. So we saw here the first standard integral, that integration of tan x is minus log cos x or log sec x. Clear? Now once you have done this, then the next standard integral that you are coming across, children, is integration of cot x. Now changing to sin and cos, so this is cos x upon sin x respect to x. And children, whenever you deal with integration, there is a general rule that you should try to see whether numerator is derivative or denominator. This is the first inspection you have to do. The first thing you need to check is numerator derivative of denominator? Yes, it is, because derivative of sin x is equal to cos x. So what will be our substitution? Guess. We'll have to substitute for denominator, yes. So we'll put in sin x is equal to t. So let's put here, put sin x is equal to t. So differentiate, derivative of sin x respect to x is equal to how much here? dt dx, yes. And derivative of sin x is how much here? Cos x. So we have cos x is equal to dt dx, and if you cross multiply, you can write cos x dx is equal to dt. So we got cos x dx is equal to dt. So what is your integral I? I becomes cos x dx by sin x, and cos x dx here, this much is how much? dt, yes. So it becomes dt by t, which is log t, and t is how much? Sin x. So children, this is the second standard integral, integration of cot x is equal to log sin x plus c. Now children, we will understand how we can integrate sec x. Integration of sec x back to x. One way is I can write sec x in terms of 1 by cos x, and in cos x I can break in terms of cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2, some multiple angle formula, and then I can integrate. That's one way. But the better way is I'll multiply and divide by sec x plus tan x. See here, sec x, I'm multiplying with sec x plus tan x. If I'm multiplying, I have to divide also with sec x plus tan x. And if you open the bracket, sec into sec is how much? Sec square x, sec x tan x divided by sec x plus tan x dx. Now this is important for you to note. This is for you to note. We multiplied and divided by sec x plus tan x. And if I open this bracket, when I look at this entire thing, then derivative of sec x is how much? Sec x tan x, and derivative of tan x is how much? Sec square x. So here clearly I can see that numerator is derivative of denominator. So I'll put, what will be my substitution? Sec x plus tan x is equal to t, and differentiate, derivative of sec x plus derivative of tan x is equal to dt dx. Derivative of sec x is how much? Sec x tan x, derivative tan x is how much? Sec square x is equal to dt dx. And if you cross multiply, children, then what do we get? Sec x tan x plus sec square x dx is equal to dt. So see here, this entire term is equal to how much? dt, and denominator is how much? t. So I becomes how much? Therefore I becomes dt by t. dt by t is how much? Log t, and how much of substituted t? T is equal to sec x plus tan x. So we got the first integral, that is derivative of sec x respect to x is equal to log sec x plus tan x. And then in trigonometry I have studied, but sec x plus tan x, this is an important identity you should remember, is equal to tan of, and you have done it also, pi by 4 plus x by 2. Meaning, if I wish, then instead of writing sec x plus tan x, I can write what? Tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. So therefore I get this one formula. Therefore I get another formula here. Integration of sec x with respect to x is equal to log tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. Okay. This is another formula for integration of sec of x. Okay. Let's see now next thing. We'll be seeing integration of cosec x, and we'll be doing in the same way. Integration of cosec x can be written as, in fact, we can reduce to a more simple term by multiplying and dividing by cosec x minus cot x. Okay, here which what we will have to do, integration of cosec x with respect to x. We will multiply and divide with cosec x minus cot x. Cosec x minus cot x divided by cosec x minus cot x with respect to x. If we open this bracket, then what do we get? Cosec square x minus cosec x cot x divided by cosec x minus cot x dx. Now children, clearly you can see the numerator is derivative of denominator, because derivative of cosec x is how much? Minus cosec x cot x, and then here we have cot x, that is minus cosec square x, so minus becomes what? Plus. Okay. So here we will do very simple substitution. We will put cosec x minus cot x is equal to t. Derivative of cosec x is how much? Minus cosec x cot x minus cosec square x equals to dt dx. Minus becomes what? Plus. So we write plus first. So we get cosec square x minus cosec x cot x dx is equal to dt. Means children, when I look at the whole integral, then I find that numerator is equal to how much? dt. Numerator is equal to how much? dt. So therefore I becomes dt by t, which is log t, and put the value of t, that is cosec x minus cot x. Clear? So from here we get the first integral. Integration of cosec x with respect to x is equal to log cosec x minus cot x. Clear? Now this cos x minus cot x can be broken down again. How? Cosec x minus cot x can be written as 1 by sin x minus cos x by sin x. So we can write here 1 minus cos x divided by sin x. So cos x is how much here? 2 sin square x by 2, and sin x is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Cancel out common terms. So we get sin x by 2 over cos x by 2, which is tan x by 2. Meaning this entire thing that you have in the bracket is in fact reduced to what? Tan x by 2. So the other formula is cosec x dx is equal to log tan x by 2 plus c. So children, this is type 2, and on type 2 we discuss 4 standard integrals. Okay. In the next class we will be discussing many examples on this. Okay, many sums on this. Okay. Right.